If I could just have one more moment with my mom, there is something I would really like to tell her. Welcome back to Spice's Diary, where every bite feeds the soul and every story heals the heart. Yum, yum. Recently, I read a quote that said, "As a grown-up, I've learned that all the Christmas magic I felt as a kid was really a mom who loved me so damn much." And I was reading that quote, and I started to miss my mom. I was thinking about all of the things that she would do when I was younger that would really get me in the Christmas spirit, because I was feeling kind of blue around this time of the year this year. My mom always had our house decorated to the nines for Christmas. And I've shared before, we never had a lot of money. We didn't grow up with a lot, but my mom really knew how to make it look like we did. And all holiday time, during Christmas time, we always had such a huge Christmas display. For a while when we were really young, my dad even would put the lights on the house. That didn't last long. But as far as the inside of the house, oh, my mom would decorate it up. She'd have this huge Christmas tree that she'd decorate in the corner of our living room. Not me realizing I'm doing the same exact thing. And we had this huge picture window in the living room. And on that picture window, she would make these nativity scenes with like this crayon that would work on, or maybe it was a chalk thing, some kind of crayon or chalk that would work on windows. And she'd always draw this really elaborate black nativity scene. And there'd be different scenes. Sometimes it would be like full of snow. Other times it wouldn't. Or it'd be a dark and starry night with the three wise men walking to see baby Jesus. They were pretty elaborate concepts, but she just had so much creativity behind it. And I just remember sitting and looking at that window what seemed like for hours, because I was just always so mesmerized. Then when I came to our tree, oh, she did not play. I can remember maybe a year or two being able to help decorate the tree, but us kids had no business around that tree. Susu didn't play too much about that tree. That was her Christmas tree. And it wasn't with the multicolored lights. Oh, no. We never did the multicolored lights. She'd always say, "I'm not having no Charlie Brown Christmas tree in my house." So our Christmas tree, before Christmas trees really became like overly decorated and a big old deal, you know, everybody used to just do like popcorn, tinsel. God bless her soul. My grandma Gracie was queen of the silver tinsel. Oh my God. Homemade decorations, kid ornaments. But not my mom. She would have lights, and it'd be all white lights, and the tree would be just covered and sparkling in these white lights. And she'd get the white lights that have the little patterns, so they dance a little bit or they rotate. And then she'd get these ornaments and bows and ribbons that she spent all this time making. Yeah, she acted just like your mama. And she'd buy all of her supplies during the off season so that she could make them herself and save herself a bunch of money. And every holiday season, people would come over and all they would do was talk about how beautiful Susu's tree was. And I was sitting here a couple weeks ago, feeling kind of down, feeling kind of blue, realizing I'm walking into the Christmas season and just missing that magic that I used to feel. She'd also have a fireplace in our living room, and my mom would decorate that fireplace, and she'd have all of these little houses that she would make into a little city that she named Rosewood. It was full of, it had a train station, it had the town's grocery store. It was just a cute little town scene that she'd have with snow, and it would be all over our mantle. And for years after she passed, I would try to keep up that tradition by decorating my place like she did. And of course, it never quite looked like she did. But then, you know, I moved and went away and did some stuff and had it packed up at my auntie's house. And this year, my sister just happened to say, "Hey, can I use those houses?" And I don't know why I had never thought about it before, but like, yeah, absolutely, use the houses. So she put up the houses and she sent me a video, and it literally just brought tears to my eyes, because I just remember how much it made me, how excited and happy and warm and fuzzy and cozy and loved that this time of year made me feel. And it made me start thinking about my mom and how much I miss her and how much I don't let myself think about her a lot, because it just there's a lot of hurt behind it, and how I just didn't feel the magic. I didn't feel the love. I didn't feel those things. And I remember thinking, "Ooh, when I have kids, I'm going to bring that magic back." Well, we all know that story. God said no. And that's not something that's become a part of my story either. But that doesn't mean that I can't bring the magic back. I'm trying to bring my magic back. And just remembering the things that made me happy and brought me joy as a kid. And one thing that I really miss and wish I could spend time, if I could get a moment back, would just to tell my mom how grateful I am for all of the holidays and all the Christmases that she made feel so special and that made me feel so loved. And I know that we didn't get everything we wanted, but I always had everything I needed under that tree and more. You guys really have no idea. She was really just that special. And the majority of that I know was because of her. And she really made us feel special too. I'm just so grateful to have had a mom who loved us so hard and made her mission to try to give us a better life, to give us more than she had, and to make us happy, and to give give us memories. One thing I'm the most grateful for is because, no, she wasn't here very long. I hate that it was her time to go. I wasn't ready for that. But when she was here, she did a lot, and she put a lot into us kids. And even though she wasn't here very long, she gave us everything we needed. Her spirit is so big and so bright that she is very much here. And I need to really give myself space to remember that. And I miss my mom this Christmas. But I'm just grateful for all the ones I had of hers. And I'm grateful for everything she put in me. So if I could say one more thing to my mom, if I had one more chance to talk to my mom, I would tell her thank you so much for the magic.